Hi everyone, welcome to this video Alteryx hands-on questions. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel. Now let's get started with today's topic. Today we will be creating an iterative macro where we will input a number and find the factorial of the number. So let me explain to you what is a factorial. So for if we enter 1, the factorial of 1 is 1 into 1, which is 1. For 2, it is 1 into 2, which is 2. For 3, it is 1 into 2 into 3, which is 6. For 4, it is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4, which is equal to 24. Okay, like this, it will be happening. Now let's move on to Alteryx to create the logic. The first thing we would have to do is bring in our input. So let's go to the input in and out tool and bring the text input. We'll name it as number and let's give a number 3 as a sample. We'll have to declare few variables. For that, let us bring another text input tool. The reason for declaring these variables is because we cannot use that in a loop. That's why we are declaring it separately. Let's have a fact and let's have an iterator, which is I. So fact would be 1 and iterator would also be 1. Once this both are done, we'll append this both. So let's bring an append tool and append the input which we are supplying and the variables which we have declared. Now moving on to processing part, we'll create the formula for the calculation. So the formula would be the fact which is there, we'll multiply the fact with the number of iterations and we'll make the iteration decreasing order of the number. So once we have done this one, fact into not 1 into I, it will be. Next step would be to check. So for the filter check, we'll bring in a filter tool. And we need to check the iteration is greater than equal to the number which we have. If this is true, we will have our output displayed. We bring in a select tool and so let's check only. Okay, we can keep everything, that's okay, but keep only the fact. And let's keep a browse tool for this. No, sorry, not browse tool. Since it's a macro, right? Have to bring in a macro output. We'll go to interface tool and we'll bring the macro output. Since we're going to do it using iterative macro, we have to click on anywhere in the canvas and define this workflow as a iterative macro. For incrementing the I, we have to increment it till it's equal to the number. So for that, let's bring in another formula. And if this condition doesn't satisfy, or even if it is false, we will increment the value of I. By 1, we will increment it here, plus 1. And this one, we will be passing it to an iterator output. So let's bring in the macro output. We'll connect this to the output. So this is our output 19. We have to set this in the interface designer. Okay, before that, we have to give the input. So once this is configured, we'll change this input to macro input. Let's go to the interface designer, settings, properties. For input, there is only one input, which is input 9. For output, we have to give 17 as iterator. Sorry, 19 is the iterator. Okay, yeah, we have given 19, which is the iterative, and 17 is our output. Once this is done, we will just save this. Let's give this workflow as 1. Now, we'll try to run this. We'll bring in our macro, we right click anywhere and insert the macro. So it takes an input. For that, let's bring in a text input. Give number. Let's pass in 2 at this time. We'll connect these two. The output purpose will bring into browse tools. Let's try to check this now. So we got 2. For 3, we got the factorial is 6. For 4, we should get 24. 24. Let's check 5 also. So 24 into 5 will be 120. And this gives us 120. So this is how we will use iterative macro to find the factorial of a number. Thank you so much for watching. If you find the video useful, please subscribe to the channel for latest updates. Thank you.